Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. क्या हो रहा? Okay, so कहाँ गया bro? Okay, so this is the dashboard, and this is our journey so far. 37 decisions. Okay. So these are the analytics. Okay, so these are the performances, and this is our chart. Okay, so October 14th we had 5,000, and it went all the way down to 4,921. So actually here we had almost 1.88%, nearly 2% of loss. Then we started to recover a bit because throughout this whole phase I was just trading emotionally, and I was just knowing the spreads and how these things work and how this particular platform works. Okay, so then we started to recover. This is our Telegram channel. So here I post all of my trades which I take, and this is just for a reference for myself and how, or else how I started this journey and how it is going. I place each and every trade. I give all the reasons, and these are the learnings, and this is the description of the trade, and yeah, pretty much basic. And we hit some targets, we achieve some things. Okay, so we don't exit right away when we see some profits. We wait for the whole target or else stop loss. We follow a strict rule called strict TP or strict SL. Okay, so these are the examples of some trades we have done so far. Okay, so if we look at the analytics, okay, these are the statistics. So our average risk to reward is 1 is to 1.5. So the best trade was on gold, which is $24 in a single trade, and the worst trade was 12.30. I guess this was also on gold. देखो fuck कहाँ पे हुआ ना? It was today, I guess. हाँ, ये जो trade था ना, was it? Yeah, this was the trade. Okay. So yesterday, what happened was, मैंने यहाँ पे enter किया था. Okay, let me show you on the charts also. Charts as well. GBP USD. Okay. Now this is GBP USD. Okay. So the logic behind that trade was, I think ये पूरा capture किया था हमने, right? Yeah, this was the candle. This was the candle we have captured. I guess 30th October. अबे कहाँ पे था वो? करवाई वापस. Okay, re-enter कब? Time. Okay, it's 10 p.m. 30th October, right? 10 p.m. 30th October. Okay, this हाँ अच्छा यहाँ पे हो. हाँ ये था अपना ट्रेड. सो यहाँ पे एंटर करने का रीज़न ये था कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वेट. हाँ, so when we had this liquidity sweep and ये जब बिग बार बना था ये ब्रेकआउट कैंडल, I have entered a long position यहाँ पे. So फक कहाँ पे हुआ पता है? यहाँ पे जैसे ही मैंने एंटर किया तुरंत मेरा एसएल गया एंड मार्केट ऑल द वे टुक ऑल द वे ओवर हियर. So one thing I got a confirmation was कि there are lot of sellers, they are sitting over here in this zone. Okay, so we have to take an advantage of that. So this was the swing structure. We get rid of this. Okay, this was the swing high. Okay, so this was a swing high. We had a break of structure and we had an immediate reaction to this zone, which is this. So I knew there were a lot of sellers sitting over in this zone. Okay, so I've updated this on the group. कहाँ पे था ये? हाँ. Okay, so this was the thing. This was the group. This was the waiting for the supply for mitigation followed by 15-minute chalk. Okay, so मैंने लगाया तो था वो, but I didn't notice it and I had to enter over here. Okay, so I had to enter over here, but it took my stop loss and I didn't notice this. I was actually traveling, so it went all the way down. I missed this trade also. नहीं तो ये ट्रेड भी कैप्चर कर लेते हैं. So it went all the way back up to the zone and then we had this retracement, and then when the price started to bounce back a little bit and pause. So this was my I saw 1 minute change of character, I guess. So I started to see all the selling indications that were coming from this zone. So I immediately placed all of my orders and then I sat down while traveling. Okay, so this was a foolish trade. Immediate stop loss got hit. Okay, so yeah, this okay यहाँ पे भी stop loss गया था हमारा. See this यहाँ पे भी stop loss गया था and then again I re-entered over here. As you can see यहाँ पे मैंने entry कर लिया था. Then this trade was the best trade of my life, and when it came to 50% now, I started to exit all of my quantities because it was a crucial time and there were lots of news and fundamentals that were involved. Okay, there were some huge news, so that is why I didn't want to take some risk. But eventually overnight मैं जो ये target ही आ गया था. यहाँ पे अपना account almost 5050 पे चला था, but it's okay. See, I've updated it, but sadly we closed at 50% by the last. ठीक है. So then I had this one. Okay, fuck यहीं पे हुआ भाई. I was expecting the price to actually hit this demand zone, and this was a lower time frame supply zone. So in order for the price to actually break through, we needed this mitigation. Okay, so this was a supply zone. I expected the price to go this. I expected the price to go like this and hit this particular higher time frame demand zone, and then I would go for long from here, expecting this breakout. But I was not confirmed about all the fundamentals that will be required for this breakout because let me show you. Okay, to make such candles, you need a hell lot of confirmations. You need hell amounts of money to actually break a structure. Okay, so this was a change of character. Okay, so this is an indication. Okay, so let me get rid of this. So this is our swing high right now. This swing has been breached, so now we are in a bullish trend for the euro because The expected was 2.1 the CPI, that is expectation, but it actually I guess 2.7 CPI. This is the reality, the actual data. Okay, so this was very positive for what do you say, for the euro against the dollar. So मेरा entry I guess यहीं पे हो गया था. It was a very small stop loss, I guess 15 pips का stop loss, I guess. Yes. It was something like this. Yeah, something like this. 15 pips का stop loss and this stop loss got hit. I was expecting the CPI to drop more because I had just gambled some money because मतलब यूरो अगर इतना ड्रॉप हुआ है ना, देर आर सम बिग फंडामेंटल्स इन्वॉल्व इन दिस, राइट. सो आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग द CPI to be CPI to be updated, or it should be released in a negative way, but it turned out to be a positive data. So yeah, we had some loss, but it's okay. So now what we are going to do? What is the thing? So currently, अपना भी closing balance है 4,981. So what have we learned so far is this thing right here. This is our bank. Okay, so this is our bank. अरे बाबा बहुत ही गंदा कॉल कर दिया. Shit, man. भाई अगर मैं ये होल्ड करता ना, fuck, I have cleared. Fuck, bro. ये देखो, मैंने 2 बजे शायद ट्रेड लिया था इसमें. 3 बजे. Fuck. देखो सेल किया था मैंने. Shit, bro. Open price is 2778. Now it is trading at 2744. Shit, bro. 2778 का है and 27. Oh shit, man. भाई यहीं पे एग्जिट कर दिया था मैंने. Fuck. भाई ये ट्रेड जो मिलता ना, माँ कसम. How much is it? It's 3. Fuck. 350 pips almost. It's okay. We are not going to look all of these things. So what am I doing and what is my strategy? I'm going to share every single thing right now. Okay, so on what basis I take the trades and what I look for in the charts and how we are going to plan for the whole week. So right now it's 31st of October and tomorrow is the NFP. So what have I learned so far and what have we done so far? Okay, so मेरा maximum amount of the time where my stop losses get hit is when okay, so let's imagine this is our swing high. Okay, let's take a real example. Okay, so if this is my swing high and this is my swing low, where I should be taking trades is, yeah, okay, so this is a change of character, right? Let us mark this zone. Let us mark this zone. Maybe. Let's go to Europe. Okay, so if this is our swing structure, so basically where my stop losses get hit is I enter either somewhere around here or here. Okay, so that is the thing I shouldn't be doing because जब एक swing structure form होता है ना, देखो ऐसा एक swing structure form हुआ, so अपने को maximum probability trades यहाँ पे मिलेंगे, या तो यहाँ पे मिलेंगे या तो यहाँ पे मिलेंगे. मैं एंटर करता हूँ यहाँ पे, है ना. गिव मी यहाँ पे एंटर करूंगा ना. सो लेट्स से यहाँ पे मार्केट अभी पुल बैक लेने लगा, है ना. मैं यहीं पे एंटर कर जाता हूँ एमिंग फॉर द स्विंग लो एंड ये ओके, मैं यहीं पे एंटर कर लेता हूँ ये स्टॉप लॉस रख के. something like this. And what it does is it favors my direction to the 50%, and then it start to take it immediately takes away my SL. So and then it starts to move in my direction. So this is the number one mistake I've observed in my trading style. Okay, so what do I look for in my setup? What is my setup? So let's say whatever the trend is, it may be a downtrend or it may be an uptrend. Okay, so it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is what phase, what is the market phase right now, whether it is whether it is in a trending phase or it is in a pullback phase. That matters to me. And there is a guy called Photon Trading. I follow his strategy. So according to that strategy, what you have to do is, so let's say this is a swing high, okay, and this is the swing low. How do we determine this swing low? Is, let us say this is something. Let us say this is the chart. Or else छोड़ दो, यहीं पे दिखा दो। Okay, so let us imagine that this is okay, first wait, एक रियल लाइफ एक रियल में एग्जांपल में चल लेते हैं, है ना. So let us say this is the chart. Okay, what do I look for in this chart? So I usually switch to 1 day time frame and check where the market is right now, whether it is at a resistance level or a support level. That is the main thing that you should look in whatever you're trading, whatever it may be the financial instrument. Where are the buyers and where are the sellers? Okay, so I switch to my daily time frame and see where are the mitigations. Okay, best example is GBP में चलता है, GBP USD. Okay, I'll explain this trade. Okay, what did I saw and what are the things that helped me gain profit in this? Okay, so I went to uh, my daily time frame and I observed that the original demand zone, which is the higher time frame demand zone that I've upgraded in the Telegram channel, was situated somewhere below this. Okay, this was my higher time frame demand zone, and the price was currently trading over here, and it showed. Okay, let me just say, let us just discuss what are the supply and demand. Okay, so had to the price had to mitigate this level in order to gain this move. Okay, so this is the hierarchy. So first comes is very high time frame, then the high time frame, then the medium time frame, and then the lower time frame, and then the minimal time frame. So these are my set of hierarchies. Okay, so in the very highest time frame, which means a daily time frame, so where is my demand? This is my demand. Okay, this is the higher time frame demand, and the price is currently trading above the higher level demand zone without the mitigation from higher time frame demand zone. Okay, so that was my first confirmation. Okay, So here, okay, so first यहाँ पे अपने को साइन मिल गया कि we are going to trade bearish. Okay, so हाँ, then I switch to 4-hour time frame. So in the 4-hour time frame, what we have to find is we have to find the swing structures. What is the swing high and what is the swing low? That we have to find out. So let's our horizontal ray and mark out the swing low. So how do we identify the swing low? Okay, so the swing highs and lows are determined by the lowest point or the highest point for the supply zone. It is the highest point for a supply zone that led to a break of structure. Okay, so here this was a swing low. Okay, so this was the previous swing low. Price went all the way back with the retracement, indicating that this is a zone where all the buyers are active, and this is the best zone in a downtrend for a pullback, right? Okay, so when this pullback is over, so when this particular demand zone, uh, like a lower time frame demand zone, is broken down by a break of structure. So this is an internal break of structure, or we can say as the following break of structure. Okay, so what is the highest point? So this is the highest point. Why don't we consider this highest point? Is because so this high was already used to break this level. So this high cannot be used. Okay. So what is the following swing high? It is this zone. So what what do we know right now? That price is not going to trade above this level, or we can mark out for extra confirmations as this level. Okay, so price will never go above this level. We know that. Okay, so when price broke the structure, I look for where are the mitigation areas. Does the price respect our particular zone that we have drawn on the charts? Okay, so when I saw a mitigation, then we had a pullback, then we had a break of structure, and then we had a pullback, and then we again broke the structure. And so this right now is the ultimate supply zone. Okay, with actually three confirmations. Okay, so price usually when the swing structures break, I usually wait for the prices to settle down and go in a pullback phase. Okay, so this was the pullback phase. So when the pullbacks get over, remember, you should only trade in the direction of the trend. What is the trend right now? It is bearish. Okay, so in the higher time frame, which is 4-hour time frame, we got a confirmation that so we had our swing structures. I am going to look at the medium time frame, which is 15-minute time frame. Let's switch to the 15-minute time frame. And what do I look over here? So in the medium time frame, you should determine where are the liquidity zones that like the opposing liquidity that is going to facilitate the overall trend. Okay, so it can be equal lows or the trend line liquidity or the lower time frame or the very lower time frame, minimal time frame trends. For example, this and this, these are all a proper liquid zones. Why? Because say the overall trend was bearish, right? Overall trend was bearish, but what people are doing over here, they are longing their positions. And where are their SLs going to be? Where are their stop losses going to be? Which is here, somewhere around here, right? So what these institutions do is they take advantage of such traders to fill their orders. Okay, so I look for a change of character in the medium time frame, which is this, and for extra confirmation, you can also take this. So once I get a confirmation about the change of character, which is a candle closure below our zone, so that is when I know that we have a legitimate and we have a proper logical supply area. Okay, so now our medium time frame is aligned with our overall trend, right? Okay, so our medium time frame is also has also shifted bearish. So now what I'm gonna look for in the lower time frame. Lower time frame is 5 minutes, 1 minute. So where was it? Okay, so yeah. Okay, here I observed a swing break of structure in the lower time frame, and then the price started to change its character, and it started to break a structure within a very low time frame. Okay, so यहाँ पे price क्या करने लगा, 1 minute time frame, 3 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame में it started to take this particular area as a supply zone. अगर मैं 1 minute का नहीं दिखा सकता I guess. So it started to take this area as a supply zone. ये देखो, price went all the way back to up to this zone, outline. Okay, ये zone पे गया, वापस से it had a change of character and then it started to take back, but it's failed to break this high, indicating that this is a perfect zone for us to enter this thing. Okay, so as a result मैं यहाँ पे घुस गया ट्रेड में, aiming for the stop loss of I guess 30 pips का stop loss था, maybe, I don't know. So we had our whole target around 60 to 70 pips. And so this is basically my setup. This is how I trade. So what are the risk factors we manage is okay, so what are the risk factors? Let's say we are in this swing structure. We are in this swing structure where we have a proper swing high and a proper swing low. What I usually do is I wait for the price to reach my level. Okay, then I'm going to decide on the basis of volume. If a lots of if there is an involvement of lots of volume, then I'm not going to trade the pullback phase. Okay, because first of all we are trading against the trend, which can be very expensive for us, and secondly, if there are lots of volume involved in the particular financial instrument, then there is a high probability that your trade is just going to fail like that, because there are lots of traders all over the world, and you're and you're trading in the most traded pair in this world, one of the most traded pairs. Okay, so you are trading in the most volatile things in this world, and your SL may be taken just like that. Okay, so when I am going to trade the pullback phases, let's say this was the pullback. Okay, so when there are volumes involved with a decreasing, when there's a price involved in decreasing volume. Okay, so what are the advantages of that is the people who have bought over here and the people who have longed over here, they are going to book their profits in this zone. Okay, that is when the okay, so the market works on, let me explain this. Okay, so we have buyers and we have sellers, right? So initially there will be a balance when there is no volume involved. Okay, so when one of these people start to hover over these particular instruments, so let's say we are in an uptrend where we have significant amount of buyers and we have minimum amount of sellers, probably right here. Okay, so here the buyers are maximum and the sellers are minimum, as minimum as possible. So now the price is let's say trading over here. Okay, so we are currently here. Okay, so this is a buying zone. Price went all the way up to this zone and then it started to retrace back a little bit. Here we have some sellers, but here, but these are few. Okay, now we have more buyers. who are going to buy this thing at a premium level. Hear this word very carefully. Premium level. Okay. Because this was the initial demand zone. Their stop loss is going to be over here. Where these people have entered, their stop loss is going to be here. Okay. So that is when all these buyers are going to buy some things, but there are few numbers of sellers involved. Okay. So now when the price finally reaches to this uh, supply zone or else this particular swing structure, what happens is these buyers and these sellers, they are equal in numbers right now, because the people who are waiting for the price to reach this level in order for them to sell this thing, they start to fill their orders. Okay. So जब ये होने लगता है ना, that's when the imbalance appears. So the people who have longed over here, the people who are in a long position over here, they all start to book their profits, initially leading the market to a pullback phase. Why? Okay, so यहाँ पे profit booking होने लगता है, and new sellers start to sell this particular thing by looking at this profit booking zone. All right. Okay. So what do we have right now is more number of sellers and less number of buyers, right? So initially leading to this pullback, and now when the people are seeing this pullback and all the sellers who are taking short positions over here, they start to exit their trades uh, because of obvious reasons, right? If the market is in a bullish trend, है ना? So if the market is bullish, then no one is that stupid to enter a short positions. So now, facilitating seeing those particular things, these sellers, what they do is they start to, okay, let me draw this in cyan. Okay, they start to book their profits, and new positions are created over here, making it a valid higher time frame demand zone. Why? Because first of all, market was in an uptrend. This was the particular demand zone. So let's say the price was 10 over here, and the price went all the way to 20, and now it's trading again at 12. When the people when the people are seeing this thing go from 10 to 20 and it returned back again to 12, now the people are uh, now the people are ready to buy this thing at a premium zone, because earlier the price was 10, now the price is 12. So what the people are going to do? People are going to deploy their long positions into this particular demand zone, making it a valid demand zone. Okay, and again all the pullback phases starts, and then it finally breaks the structure, because after seeing this mitigation, uh, in order for the price to actually switch bearish and for new sellers to enter this zone, they require this break of structure, this demand to what do you call it, this demand to breach. Okay, in order for the confirmation for these particular sellers. So what happens is when the price hits this particular supply zone, okay, so no more sellers are interested. Okay, are no more sellers are interested in selling this particular zone or shorting this particular zone, eventually facilitating all the buyers at this particular zone. Okay, eventually they start to long their positions over here, leading to a break of structure. So this is okay, and we finally have a break of structure, and then again, let's say again the same pullback phase, and this continues back and forth 24 into 7 all year long. So this is how the market works. It might be any financial instrument, it might be anything, whether it may be your crude oil commodity, Bitcoin, or anything it may be. So the basic structure is this. What I look for in this particular structure is whether the volume is increasing with the trend. So if the volume is increasing, so I'll take color कौन सा है? Let's take a look. Okay, so if the price is increasing, volume is increasing with the price, then I am going to play long. Then I am going to long this thing. So if there are some fundamentals involved or some news is involved, I would rather trade. I would rather choose to trade in a lower lot size. Okay. So यहाँ पे if there are some fundamentals and news involved, some big news involved that might impact the market in a very volatile way. So वहाँ पे मैं ना बहुत ही minimal quantity में trade करता हूँ. फिलहाल I was just trading it for 2 weeks in some basic quantity, just medium quantity. Now I'm going to switch to very big quantities. Okay, बड़े बड़े लॉट्स लेंगे. सो प्राइस अगर वॉल्यूम के साथ ऊपर बढ़ रहा है तो मैं लॉन्ग करूंगा, एंड प्राइस के साथ अगर वॉल्यूम व्हाट डू कॉल इट, वॉल्यूम आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा है तो आई एम गोइंग टू जस्ट वेट. ओके, सो दैट इज द अल्टीमेट सैड रियलिटी ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर ट्रेडिंग, बिकॉज यहाँ पे ना कुछ भी डिफाइंड नहीं है. यू नीड टू हैव, लेट्स इमेजिन price it as price is at this zone. Okay, you have a lots and lots of amounts of money, so you can take a stop loss over here, and eventually you know that the euro or the pound against the dollar is going to hike. Okay, so you can keep a stop loss over here. मैक्सिमम से मैक्सिमम क्या हो सकता है, मैक्सिमम से मार्केट यहाँ तक आके फिर ऊपर जा सकता है यहाँ पर, है ना. सो दैट इज द अल्टीमेट थिंग, मतलब दैट इज द अल्टीमेट डायरेक्शन. So you can blindly trade over here with the big money because you have a bigger stop loss. But in the small money, you have to trade with the minimum of 70% accuracy, and you have to manage the risk because our account size is minimum. Okay, so the maximum loss that I can make is $400. So eventually, I have only $400 in my account. So yeah, तो हम ज़्यादा रिस्क नहीं ले सकते. We have to make sure that the whatever we are trading and whatever phase we are trading, that should be accurate as possible. So we need a hell amounts of confirmations in order for us to trade this thing. Okay, so mic on. Yeah, so if the volume is increasing with the price, then I'm going to play this particular trend. Otherwise, I'm going to just sit back and relax and wait for the price to mitigate one of our levels. Okay, so if the price is an uptrend, but now the price is falling back, pulling back to its premium levels. So if the pullback phase has some volume in it, okay, let's say वॉल्यूम अगर यहाँ पे ऐसे वॉल्यूम आ रहा है, if there are volume involved like this with an increasing volume in an uptrend for a downward move, then for sure यहाँ पे मैं pull back ट्रेड करने की मैक्सिमम कोशिश करूँगा यहाँ पे ऐसे. और else if there are lots of volume involved, अगर यहाँ पे ऐसे वॉल्यूम्स दिखाई दे मुझे तो I would better avoid this thing. Increasing volume मतलब something like this. Let me show you. Yeah, something like this, a minimum amount of volume in an increasing order. Okay, if such types of candles appear in the volume bars, then I would rather stay away from this, and I would look for zones like this, the premium levels where all the buyers are going to enter this thing. So this is basically our setup, and what is the risk we are going to manage. Okay, let's understand this thing. So whatever the pair it may be, I have a risk to reward of 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and if I have less confirmations, then I would rather trade 1 to 1.5 or 1 to news. You want to news क्या है बता. So in 1:2, I was just whatever it may be. It might be a long or it might be a short. Okay, so whatever it may be, I would not risk more than. So what is the maximum capacity is 30 pips. Okay, यहाँ पर 30 pips. Okay, so this is my risk capacity. Okay, इससे ज़्यादा मैं risk लूँगा ही नहीं. And this is for 1:2. I'm going to take I guess 50. I guess 20 pips. For 1:3, I would take 30 pips, and 1:1.5, it is literally 12 to 13 pips. That's it. That's the maximum thing I'm going to risk on this thing. So अपने target कुछ ऐसे होते हैं. Like it's a small trade. Yeah, usually these trades I trade in a higher time frame, and these trades I trade in a lower time frame. Sorry, medium time frame, and this in a what do you call it? Lower time frame, which is 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minutes. That's it. Okay, so what is this? ये जो अपना न्यूज ट्रेडिंग है ना, एंड व्हाई आई एम गोइंग टू ट्रेड दिस थिंग. लेट्स से आई एंटर अ long position over here, and I see a sudden hype in this thing. Okay, so I should immediately trail my stop loss to half of what I've invested and half of what I planned. Okay, because अगर ज़्यादा वॉल्यूम आ रहा है, listen to this very carefully. Okay, so if मान लो we are in an we have longed over here, and I see an immediate volume spike. What how does volume works? Okay, so when a buyer and a seller agrees at a single price, let's say he has placed an order, he has placed a buy order of $10. A buyer has placed a buy order of $10, and a seller has placed a sell order. He has sold that particular thing for $10. Okay, $10. Okay, so this सो इसका जो पैसा इसके पास चला जाएगा, एंड इसके पास जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट है वो यहाँ पे चला जाएगा, है ना. सो दिस इज द पर्टिकुलर थिंग. सो व्हेन दिस हैपेंस, वी कंसिडर दिस थिंग एज अ सिंगल वॉल्यूम. यहाँ पे ना, यहाँ पे जो नंबर दिखाई दे रहा है ना, यहाँ वी कंसिडर दैट एज अ सिंगल वॉल्यूम बिकॉज अ सिंगल ट्रेड बिटवीन बोथ द पार्टीज हैव बीन एग्जीक्यूटेड, है ना. सो अगर सडनली वॉल्यूम आया है, तो either it may be someone has sold drastically or someone may have bought drastically. Okay, when these particular volume spikes occur, what we have to look for is momentum in 1 minute time frame, है ना. 1 minute time frame पे कहाँ पे एंट्री हुआ है. अगर मैं लॉन्ग पोजीशन में हूँ एंड 1 minute कैंडल इमीडिएट सेलिंग बना है, तो somewhere or the other there are some big banks or institutions which may have seen some fundamental news, or because usually they know what is going to happen. That is why they invest a lot of money, because हमारा अकाउंट साइज क्या है, मैक्सिमम ऑफ $5K, $10K, $10,000, which is nearly कितना ही होगा, nearly it is not even 1 CR. They trade with a minimum quantity of 1,000 CR, sorry, minimum funds of 1,000 crores. Okay, so this is a hell amount of money compared to this particular thing, right? So कोई भी इतना बेवकूफ नहीं है कि यहीं पे इतना मनी डिप्लॉय कर देगा just like that. Okay, someone is not that foolish to deploy all their customer savings and all their customers money into something that is not even what do you call it, accurate. Okay, so यहाँ पे जब वॉल्यूम स्पाइक अगर मेरे फेवर के अगेंस्ट आता है, so then I'm going to trail my stop loss to immediately, I'm going to trail it to like 30% of my stop loss, because I know if there is a volume spike, तो यहाँ पे किसी ने अगर लॉन्ग किया है, तो immediately all the people who are going to short at this level will exit their trade, and then the price will eventually start to gain momentum and favor my thing. ओके, सो अगर वाइसा वर्सा हो जाता है, तो वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो में अपने क्या हो सकता है कि वी हैव अ मिनिमम स्टॉप लॉस. ओके, लेट्स से वी हैड $15 स्टॉप लॉस. नाउ वी exited the trade in $4. So how much did we save? It is more than it's $11. We have saved $11 that we can utilize in some other trade. Okay, some other confirmation trade. Let's say 30 पिप का अपना स्टॉप लॉस बनता है. So यहाँ पे the same amount of money we can deploy over here, managing and balancing the risk. Okay, so this is the advantage of this. So secondly, pullback phase. How do I trade pullback phase? Okay, if price, what do you call it? Okay, अगर price टेक्निकल्स को सपोर्ट कर रहा है एंड फंडामेंटल्स कुछ भी यहाँ पे इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, एंड फॉर द नेक्स्ट 1 or 2 days मिनिमम 1 day एंड मैक्सिमम 2 days. ओके, सो मिनिमम 1 to 2 days अगर कोई भी फंडामेंटल्स या कोई भी बड़ा न्यूज़ इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, इफ nothing like that is involved, then I am going to trade this particular pullback phase. And how do I set my targets? So if you observe, I set my targets on the basis just below or just above the premium zones. Okay, so यहाँ पे कोई भी अगर स्मार्ट ट्रेडर होगा ना, तो यहाँ पे वो अपना क्या बोलते हैं उसको, अपना टारगेट रखेगा यहाँ पे इस जोन पे. बट I, being the minimum risk taker, place my take profit orders just above this zone, because I want to take the 100% profit and I want to exit this trade with a full profit. Okay, so अगर प्रीमियम जोन यहाँ से प्राइस को वापस से रिट्रेस कर रहा है यहाँ तक, so what I do is I would enter a short position over here, keeping a stop loss of let us assume 30 pip stop loss. I'm not going to place my take profit orders here. Rather, I would do something like this, because if the market is in a pullback zone, this is the area that market will, for 100%, that will mitigate this particular thing. Okay, so that is our take profit, SLs, risk management, every single thing. So this we are going to implement in our particular upcoming, let's say, till we pass this account. Okay, so if I want, I can pass this amount within 1 day or within 1 trade. Actually, I know how to do those things, and this particular thing is our bank. This particular thing is a recovery agent who is going to recover all those things. Okay, so जब भी मुझे loss होता है ना, whenever I have a loss in some of the logical trades I place, I usually come here and look where the market is. Gold especially, I guess only gold, I guess. Okay, so I mark my higher time frame swing structures, and then I'm going to look, and then I'm going to find where are my zones, where are my supply and demand zones, and then so this is a very funny strategy. Okay, so let's say market is right here. Okay, so I'm going to wait for a particular supply zone to form. Let's say this thing, this was a particular supply zone. Why this was a supply zone? Okay, let's make it very clear. Okay, let's consider this as a supply zone. Price swept the liquidity, first confirmation. Secondly, price broke the structure and gave a candle closure. This indicates a change of character. And then price is now trading at this particular supply zone. Okay, so till now we have just observed the price is switching to bearish, not completely switched bearish. How we are going to observe those things is, यहाँ पे जहाँ पे ये जो सप्लाई एरिया दिखता है ना, we have to mark, we have to switch to lower time frame, that is 1 minute and 3 minute. Okay, 1 minute and 3 minute time frame. So in 1 minute and 3 minute time frame, what we have to look is a change of character. So if we have a change of character, and now I'm going to validate this thing, this particular zone, as my supply zone for some for an hour, I guess. For an hour, I assume that the price is going to stay bearish. So what do I look for? So this is a very funny strategy. Okay, so let's imagine a candle forms, something like this, a red candle forms. Okay, breaking the low of a green candle. So let's imagine this was our green candle. Okay, so this was our green candle, and our price opened somewhere around here, and then price broke the low of this thing and closed below this low. कौन सा अपना 15 मिनट का है ना, 15 minute candle closed below this thing. So this is the first confirmation for us to switch bearish. Sorry, for us to take a short position. Okay, so then I'm going to switch to 5 minute time frame. कहाँ पे आएगा तो okay, so here I'm going to switch to 5 minute time frame. Okay, 5 minute time frame में ना I'm going to look for this low to break. Let's say the price created some high and the price created some low. Okay, in the 5 minute time frame I'm going to wait. Okay, let's imagine a candle form like this. Okay, this is a red candle. Price was trading like this, and then the price broke this low. So this is my 100% confirmation, and I'm going to enter this thing like this blindly. Why? I'll tell you. Keeping a stop loss of this particular high. Okay, here it is showing 39 pips, but I'm not foolish enough to take a 39 pip stop loss onto a gamble. Okay, so here I'm going to enter this thing, and I immediately switch to 1 minute time frame, and then I start to look at the charts, and price eventually, you are not going to believe me, but price eventually start to favor in your direction 100%, and then with that I'm going to trail my stop losses in the 15-minute time frame for the preceding candles. So this works every single time. Let me show you one of the examples for that. कहाँ गया अपना रॉकेट? गोल्ड गोल्ड गोल्ड. कहाँ गया वो? हाँ, ये देखो. यही था ट्रेड अपना. हाँ देखो, यहाँ पे 15 मिनट का हाई ब्रेक हुआ, एंड देन 5 मिनट का ये ब्रेक हुआ, एंड देन पुल बैक आया, एंड यहाँ पे मैंने उठाया. यहाँ पे अपना तो कंफर्मेशन जोन था ये, है ना. ये तो चलो फैसिलिटेट कर गया, ये इनिशियली में दिखा. और शायद और ट्रेड्स होंगे. रुको. देखो गोल्ड, यूरो गोल्ड. Okay, so this sorry, this was a logical trade. गोल्ड के साथ ट्रेड्स लिए थे. Okay, so basically it was this strategy. Okay, so 15-minute time frame का low break 15 minute के, and yeah, the sort of 5-minute candle should close below this thing, below the previous 5-minute candles low, and for extra confirmation all the open, high, low and close. Okay, okay, so the 5-minute candles high, low and open close should be situated below the high of the following candle in a bearish trend, and vice versa for bullish thing. So this is a funny strategy. Try this out, and I'll post some of the trades. ये देखो ये ट्रेड भी वही था, है ना? यहाँ पे $2, यहाँ पे $1, यहाँ पे $5.85। जो मेरा यहाँ पे लॉस हुआ था, है ना, ये जो पूरे मेरे लॉस हुए थे, आई गेस दिस वाज अ टोटल सम ऑफ $18। ये $18 का पूरा लॉस था मैं, एंड आई हैव रिकवर्ड ऑलमोस्ट $10 यहीं पे ये स्ट्रेटेजी यूज करके. This is a very working strategy actually, because when people are trading in a 1 minute time frame, that too in gold, which is the most volatile market in the world, so there are lots of traders involved at this particular zone. So this becomes very logical for us to trade against the trend or whatever the trend may be, but we can quickly scalp this thing. Let's say a 10 pip target and a 2 pip stop loss. So मैक्सिमम से मैक्सिमम क्या हो सकता है, 2 पिप का स्टॉप लॉस लग सकता है, बट वी आर गोइंग टू हैव अ 10 पिप टारगेट. दैट इज ऑलमोस्ट 1:5. So if we are losing one time, then we are winning 4 times. So yeah, these are our set of strategies, all the risk management, and what is my plan for the upcoming weeks. Yeah, that's it. See you in the next stream.